This week, we try to figure out what the hell MFT stands for. Welcome everybody back to the pod. Fucked it up. I'm gonna edit that out.
No, you're not.
I got it in my head.
Welcome everybody to the podcast. He can't speak today.
Welcome everybody. It's that time of the week, as always, for our weekly podcast here at the Cream of the Crops. I am joined, as always, by KJ and Olas. Welcome, gentlemen.
What up?
New black champion.
Yeah, just jump right into it. You know, fuck what I have written here. You know.
Sorry.
Yes. You know, even though we
People-
usually start this a little differently, their Strickland is now the new what is their main championship called?
It's just AEW
World Champion.
Yeah.
Has defeated Samoa Joe to become the new AEW champion. Was a great match, well deserved. We'll get into that in a bit.
No Brock Lesnar to ruin this.
There's still time.
Wait until
Our time,
Dynamite.
baby.
Yeah.
But as always,
12-second classic. We're gonna have it happen.
as always, we always try to start this podcast with a little bit of This Week in Geek. And we're gonna have Olas is probably gonna have a rant or two. Based on what I put out for,
I had forgot about it for a moment, and then I went, "Oh, this fucking thing." Yeah.
Based on what I had put out, because video game journalism needs to figure it the fuck out.
Looking
Nah,
at
it's
you,
fine.
Gamerant. You
Yeah.
fucking cock.
But we'll save those two kind of for the last part, because that's the main part of it. But it was announced within the last few weeks that two games that are getting a movie release, one of which makes sense because they've made two of them, but the other one's a little interesting. But they've announced that Keanu Reeves will be the voice of Shadow the Hedgehog, which is an interesting choice.
No, it doesn't. This is not interesting. They got Idris Elba to voice Knuckles.
No, it's
They're
not even.
going
It's
for
not even so much
offenses.
getting Keanu Reeves to do it. It's that they chose Keanu Reeves.
I'm cool with it.
I feel like Keanu called them.
Is it?
And
You think
said,
so?
"Hey."
Like, hey, let me
Yeah.
be in this shit. Like,
Honestly, Keanu.
they've been asking me if I'm back, and I guess I am. You know.
Look, the guy is all black. I'm Keanu Reeves. Let's make this work.
I mean, that's yeah.
He has guns. I play John Wick.
It's just interesting because Keanu Reeves only ever plays Keanu Reeves in any movie he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Shadow the Hedgehog basically Keanu Reeves?
Is he? I mean, I guess I don't know enough about Sonic to judge that. I mean,
Fun fact: he's not a clone of Sonic.
yeah,
Most
Correct.
people think that.
I would have
Yes.
thought that. I don't know.
He's a genetically altered being that just happens to be a hedgehog, which is just weird coincidence.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's
I know
Keanu
way too much about.
Keanu Reeves will
Sonic
be.
lore.
Yeah, it's fucking got it. He's got a wiki pulled up on his computer right now.
No, sadly, I'm not.
But the other half of this, it's a little odd as far as games I didn't know were getting a movie.
Which has apparently been in development for 10 fucking years.
Yeah, like in some degree.
Yeah, wait, y'all didn't know this?
No,
A
I haven't-
Minecraft movie?
yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, they pitched this movie a long time ago.
Well,
This
pitch,
is so
yeah, but I
finished.
didn't know like they've actively worked on it to some degree.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this
That's
was an active thing.
crazy.
Is our boomer just showing? Is that what it is? Like,
No, it was just during the big Minecraft. This is the same thing as Five Nights at Freddy's. The movie was supposed to be in production, and it just went
Finally
dark
finished?
all of a sudden, and then it came out. So basically, during the height of Minecraft, they announced a movie was gonna be made, and I think they just kind of held it back because as Minecraft got bigger, a lot of the YouTubers went to jail or died
or both
because
died in
So
jail.
honestly, I would have stopped talking about it for a while because so many of our top content creators related to the game just really like kids.
Wonder what gave that one away.
So
But apparently the voice of Steve from Minecraft is gonna be
might be.
Jack Black.
because he's in everything too.
He's becoming he's a more likable Rock
Kevin Hart.
or Kevin
Oh.
Hart. Yeah, either or. You could kind of use intermediately because they both are.
He's more likable than both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Fuck The
just
Rock.
seems, which I guess I said this for Bowser too, that I thought he was an odd vocal choice for Bowser, but that ended up, I think, working out as far as I was concerned. This just, I don't know how you make a movie about this, but I also wasn't
Make
sure
a-
how they were going to make a movie about Barbie, and they successfully did that to some degree from every aspect of award winning.
I mean, Minecraft does have a story mode
It does, but like,
with people and voice acting and everything.
are you talking like the
Does it
separate
really?
game they
Yeah.
made where it was like
They made a separate game that's called Minecraft Story Mode
yeah.
Oh
that
wow.
has its own plot.
So I'm gonna be real with you. I have never played Minecraft. I know decent little bits about it, but I didn't know that it had like a whole thing.
It has plot. Yeah, there's a story to
I
Minecraft.
don't feel like the base game really has a plot other than like the Ender
Build
Dragon
this
stuff,
thing
and
then
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this is not gonna be one I'm rushing to the theaters to see.
Yes, you will, because your daughter's gonna drag you to it.
So oddly enough, my daughter doesn't know anything in regards to video games. She's not that at
yet.
age
By
yet.
the time this
That's
game
true.
comes-
It's been in
by the time this
development
movie comes,
for 10 years, so probably another 10 years before it's made.
I give it number 2.
At least.
Yeah. But yeah, so just
No
some
cameos.
interesting, voiceover acting choices that I'm interested to see how that plays out. And then let's go ahead and dive into your favorite parts, Olas. These amazingly written articles from
fucking
Gamer
douchebag
Rants.
fucking morons.
So the first one we're going to talk about is Helldivers 2 related. So
Let's go.
Gamer
Kinda.
Rant announced, it's a huge announcement, guys. It really is. That Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What a fucking story. What a fucking
Fucking
story.
Great.
Oh my god, I'm so glad we put that out there. So now we can speculate about it until it's not a fucking announced. What? Sorry, go.
So
Go ahead.
So the article interesting is a call between one of the chief execs at Xbox and the interim chief exec at Sony,
Interim, yes.
who seems to be their quote more allowing of a partnership of sorts, and that they're really fighting to get Helldivers 2 on Xbox, since that Xbox has since released a few of their console exclusives to Sony.
I will say I do think it's an odd choice that it came out on PC and not Xbox. Like, so it's not.
Helldivers 2?
Yeah.
No,
So it's not.
that-
It's not exclusive. It's console exclusive, which is.
I don't think Helldivers 2 was advertised to be like, oh, it's this big PlayStation.
No,
It wasn't.
Sony. I would say not when it started. I would say shortly after, when it gained momentum, they kind of were like, "Oh, well, this is our thing." This is.
Yeah. So I can see why initially it would have just came out on PC too. It's like, hey, no one's really gonna. The hype for the game is gonna not be as big as we thought. Then the world just said, "We love this game. This is the greatest thing ever." And then PlayStation went, "Oh, then let's
This is
claim
ours.
this now." Yeah, this is our child.
Put it on lock.
I feel like it
normally-
was more so people were upset that it wasn't on Xbox and it became a bigger thing
Was Helldivers
Yeah,
1 on Xbox?
than I
at
think
all?
it was supposed to be.
Probably.
I
maybe.
don't know.
Because that's the hilarious part of this. I know zero shit about the first game.
No one does.
I only know about Helldivers 2.
It's
Platforms:
not.
PS4, PS3, PS Vita, and
Ooh.
Windows.
Oh, okay. So
It
the
was
first
on
one
PC
also
the first
didn't
time.
come out on Xbox.
So yeah, so it was a non-story for the first one.
Yep.
So
Mm.
you know,
And I would love, because the funny thing is, I only imagine it would be annoying to, as someone who plays Helldivers, adding that many players into the servers and then playing like, oh man, we have to do the major missions. Like this week was kill 2 billion bugs, and we did it in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to last like these are supposed to last like 5 days. We can do it in 2. Imagine with the Xbox. This was
Well,
they were
here's the
half
thing:
done.
as a game developer, you should recognize those trends and go, "Oh, maybe
Boost
we
this
should
number.
boost these up a little bit
Make that shit
because
6
people
million.
are playing
6
the
billion.
fuck out of this game right now." And
Yeah.
you know,
It was wild to think that though.
but
'Cause I played a little bit this weekend. It was not the best interactions.
You know, so supposedly somebody found out that somebody took somebody's phone call, and so maybe down the line, eventually in 6 years from now, possibly, probably not, but maybe, Helldivers 2 might possibly, occasionally, sometimes on Tuesdays, come to Xbox. You know, so let's make an article about it, and it's like fucking 12 paragraphs long for
yeah, it's
nothing. For nothing.
it's a bit of a lengthy article that just kind of
Ah,
talks
wait
about
till we get to the next one. Another fucking 20 fucking paragraphs of the same non-fucking story.
See,
Sorry, I'm giving it away.
this is what happens when this is the one time that I try to be a good co-host and go, you know what? I should give them these articles ahead of time
Which
so
I
that we can talk
appreciated.
about it. And it's not
I-
just me dropping information on you guys and going,
which
hey,
I
what
thought
do
was
you think?
awesome. What a great idea. I'm with you on the idea. I just
It's a
wish
slow news week. There wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
I go, hey, cool. Then we
I-
can talk about division and go. And then I'm reading through. I go, oh God, this is nothing.
So
A whole bunch of nuts.
So yeah,
Division Heartland. What hold on, let me get the exact verbiage because that's the thing that irritated me the
announced in
Okay.
2021, by the way.
First of all, at least they put a disclaimer that it's a rumor. The Division Heartland has undergone significant changes. What are those significant changes? Nobody fucking knows. But they did make sure that at least once per fucking paragraph that they put in that there has been rumored to be significant fucking changes with no indication of anything that fucking changed.
But there's a Twitter post that says that
Well,
there was,
thank fuck for that, dude. Holy shit.
says they're significant, but it doesn't change the game, which to me counterintuitively changes what that sentence means when
Oh.
you say, hey, there's been significant changes. It won't change the overall gameplay of the game, but it's significant.
An industry insider reveals Ubisoft's free-to-play shooter game, The Division Heartland, has had a big makeover since fans last saw it. It was a closed fucking beta. How many fucking people saw it?
Oh God. Yeah.
What are we
I
like?
mean-
What the fuck kind of fucking news article is this? 20 fucking paragraphs of nothing. Nothing.
By the way, the mobile game's coming out soon.
That was the most news I got from that. They have a mobile game for the Division coming out. I didn't know that. That was the only actual fucking news that I received in the news article.
So be on the lookout for
Do
these.
better, bro.
Be on the
Do
lookout
better.
for these
Please,
Division
for the love
Heartland
of
changes.
fucking God. It's got a 2024 release. When in 2024? Well, we don't know.
But it's
Oh, well,
cha-
thank you
but
for
it-
reiterating it 5 fucking times
It's
in the
changed.
article that it has a 2024 release with no idea when the fuck it's coming out.
Ugh. We still got
We reached out to anybody at Ubisoft? No. That would require fucking work. Who's the did they have the name of the person who wrote it? I need to
God.
see it.
We're gonna name drop. Oh God.
Oh, I can't pronounce that. 3A Rye. Whoever you are, stop.
Get
Just
some.
stop.
Get some.
Never do this again. Like, just hi. I think I woke her up. I'm sorry. Just yeah. Contributing since February of 2024. Stop. You've written 48 articles in 3 months. I'd be amazed to see if anything actually has any fucking value to what you wrote, you fucking moron.
Oh god.
Waste my fucking
I
time.
want you all to
with
understand when I do these news articles, how much I have to scan through these because there is just so much. Who the fuck cares?
That's what it was. It was a big circle jerk of nothing.
Yeah. Oh god, that's great. That's better than I even wanted it to be.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. That's exactly what.
I got so mad.
Yeah.
What did I say? It was a complete word vomit of nothing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what I wrote in the
feel the
text.
hatred.
Make journalism
can feel
great
the
again.
hatred.
Oh god.
Love
Gamergate
you.
3.0.
She's like, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, that's why you don't fall asleep on the couch behind me.
Well,
You're sleeping on the couch.
Oh, got him. Somebody's.
I could say fuck a lot more in 3 minutes if I needed to.
Oh Lord.
It's my wife, ladies and gentlemen. My wife.
Well, I think that's a good fun way for us to transition into surprise quiz bitches. That's gonna
Yes,
be the
surprise
title
quiz bitches.
of.
Wait,
of
what?
this- There's a
There's a
quiz?
quiz?
Wait, there was
I'm
homework?
sleeping for this.
I even know what the subject is. That's crazy.
It's because I stupidly put it in by accident. So wasn't that much of a surprise.
Surprise.
This is something new I'm trying to do, is kind of add, and this is going to be a lot for our TikTok view people. This is for you guys because people seem to like this kind of stuff, and I like trying to stump you guys with shit because you know way more wrestling shit than I do. Usually, because I'm a mark, but it's fine. So I have 10 finishers.
Okay.
For 10 superstars. They are all WWE and or they've all had WWE runs and use these finishers in their WWE runs.
Okay.
They are not all current. This is from multiple and I tried not to do like overly easy ones that you would, that
Who uses the pedigree?
yeah, like,
Who uses the
who does the
RKO?
stunner? Like it's fucking obvious who that is,
It's Kevin Owens.
Oddly enough, here's a hint for one of them. This person was actually talked about in the podcast last week.
That's a lot of people.
It's one that it is the only time we've ever mentioned this person in a podcast was last week.
Oh no.
So, and this is where you're not competing against each other, at least for this one. I'm just trying to see if I can stump you guys.
No point systems.
Okay.
Well, I didn't prep as much as I should have and had you all get like a whiteboard or something to like write shit down to
fucking racist. Oh, I mean, yeah. No.
I would get a blackboard.
Get chalk.
As well you should.
Yeah, you're right.
Inclusion is important.
You're right.
Yeah. We finally got a black world champion in 2024.
Black chalkboard.
Yeah.
All right. So first one's gonna be a little easy, just to get, so we can understand the game because it's super complicated.
Yeah, okay.
So name this superstar. The finisher is Rough Rider.
I wouldn't say.
Radio.
Yeah, Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Correct. See, look.
I don't know why I want to say Billy Gunn at first.
That would be the famouser.
Yeah, it's the same fucking move.
It's not. He does it a different direction.
It's like it's a leg lariat
Yeah.
and not a
Good job. 1 point to whatever team name you want to give yourselves that is appropriate for the internet. That doesn't
took
get
the fun out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Team Effing and Ivory over here.
Oh my god. All right, name that superstar that has the finisher.
I'm Ebony, he's Ivory.
Yeah. You racist fucks. Assuming. Name that superstar that has the finisher, the gut wrench powerbomb.
Jack
That's-
Swagger.
Correct. They're gonna. I promise they're gonna get a little more difficult. All right, name that superstar whose finisher was the flying fish drop.
Flying fish drop.
And I'll give you each one hint, or I'll give you one hint per one to see if you can get it from there.
Flying fish drop. Was it Jerry Lawler?
Correct.
Oh.
Yep, Jerry the King Lawler. He
I
had
didn't-
two,
I-
but I went with
Flying
this
because
one.
he did it from the middle
Yeah.
middle turnbuckle. So I guess that makes sense.
Okay, doing good. 3 for 3 so far.
Olas is just winning.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll give you a chance to.
Name this superstar whose finisher is the bullhammer.
Oh, Way Barrett.
Correct. This one, I just had to add this one because it made me laugh and I always forget. Name this superstar whose finisher is the Cobra.
Santino Marella.
There you go. Okay. All right. Name this superstar whose finisher is the Shell Shock.
Olas, if you want to jump in,
Oh,
what
it's
kind of Ninja Turtle bullshit is this?
you gotta feed me more, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right back.
Right
Yeah.
back.
I forget he exists. I'm sorry. I try to remove him from
Yeah.
Now I might butcher this next one. I'm gonna read it how I think it should be said.
King Shasa.
No.
Uh,
Name the
Sorry.
wrestler whose finisher is Greets from Asbury Park.
Greetings from Asbury Park.
Yes.
fucking what? Greetings from Asbury Park.
Yep.
I did not know it was called this. This one
I met this person and I met this person. It's Bam Bam Bigelow.
I did not know that's what he called that. That's
The
that's like the longest finisher name I think I've ever seen.
It's basically the air raid siren.
yeah.
Oh,
Or the like Celtic Cross or
Is the
The
Celtic
Feature
Cross
Eyes?
just an air raid siren? Is that? I guess it is.
yeah.
So it is. All right. Name
Bam
that.
Bam Bigelow.
He's-
Met that dude at a fucking random like thing in Brooklyn once. SummerSlam weekend. It was dope.
Oh, huh. Rest in peace.
Cool dude.
Name that superstar whose finisher is the curtain call.
Goldust?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought, huh? For some reason,
I
thought
didn't
it
know that
called
was his finisher. I knew that was like one of his moves, but I didn't know that for some reason I didn't click. That didn't click with me when I was going through
It changed. The move itself changed, and I liked the newer version
Yeah.
where it was like the suplex swinging neckbreaker
Yeah.
thing. It used to just be like a reverse.
It is funny that him and
Suplex
Cody
drop.
have like similar finishers in the sense of like it being a twist,
Yeah.
but just Cody's is a reverse suplex.
Dustin has always been super underrated.
Yeah.
The
I didn't.
true American Nightmare.
Yeah, I didn't
Yep.
know that. I sat
And
there
he did it
saw,
first, yeah.
saw that interview where he had done the American Nightmare thing first, and he talked like I guess had to sign paperwork for Cody to do it.
Yeah,
I guess in case like
because-
he was like, oh, that's my
It
thing.
was he called himself the American Nightmare right before WCW got purchased by WWE.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So I'm
Oh,
pretty sure WWE owned the American Nightmare thing, or
Yep.
Dustin owned it.
Gotcha.
And he
Before it
had
went-
to give him
Give him
permission to
permission.
use it. Yep.
Yeah,
All right. Name that superstar whose finisher is the buzzsaw kick.
Tajiri.
Correct. Now I'm super confident I'm gonna get you guys with this last one. Although I did think I was gonna get you with the Bam Bam Bigelow one, and I think if Olas hadn't have been here, I would have got you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Because I forget this old fuck has been around a long time and knows some of these.
Uh-huh.
All
I
right.
sure do.
Name that finisher, or sorry, name that superstar who had the finisher, the money shot.
We did just talk about him last week.
Damn it! How do you? God damn it! I thought I was gonna get you with this one.
The money shot.
Think about the implications of what the money shot is, and who would have that gimmick.
It's either two people,
Okay.
WYC or MVP.
Nope.
Nope,
Huh.
it's neither one of them.
All right, Olas, you.
It's Val Venus
God
Oh,
damn it. I
oh,
thought I was going to
oh,
get you with the
yeah.
Val Venus one.
because he had the
Ah.
porn star gimmick.
Funny enough, I thought I was gonna make a comment. I thought the money shot was Goldust's finisher.
So
I don't
some
know
of
why
these I
that
got
makes
from
more
I
sense
did
to
I
me.
did a quiz myself this morning because I was curious, and it was like 56 finishers. And the only ones I didn't get was there was two individuals who I genuinely didn't know who they were by the name. They were of some Asian descent. I couldn't tell the name. Jim Duggins. I couldn't remember Jim Duggins, and it's what it
The
was.
3-point stance.
No, that's actually not the one that they gave him. And I don't want to use it because I might use it in a future.
Okay, cool.
Bam Bam Bigelow's because I did not know that's what that was fucking called.
Yep.
Val Venus's because I for some reason don't remember it being called that. I just had it as something else. And there was like two other ones that I want to say, I can't remember who it was, but it was ones that terms I had never seen before. But well, good job, guys. Better than I thought. Well, I figured most of these you would get. I'm surprised you got the Jerry Lawler one because that one, he had two. So, and then the Val Venus, I'm so mad that you fucking got that. God damn it! I was gonna get you with that one.
I couldn't when you said it, it's like, oh, somebody we referenced last week.
I shouldn't have
and
gave you the fucking hint. I was trying to be nice.
I knew who it was. I knew who it was
without-
without it. That's why I was like, oh, that's who we've talked about
Yeah.
last week, who we've like never talked about ever.
The one time.
Yeah.
I feel like we
Fucking
talked
Val
about
Venus.
I can only think about it. Talked about it on recording.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, to be fair, I don't think we actually
Did we not? I thought we discussed it on. Or no, I guess
don't
it
think
was
we-
right after we got done.
Yeah.
I don't think we did it. Because
because
of
some so shit.
for another, because he was defending another piece of shit human
Yeah.
being.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deserved to be punched.
So now we can get to Porto's favorite part that he wanted to talk about from the get go. Is AEW had Dynasty tonight.
Yep.
Early, like an
As
hour,
of this
an
recording,
hour ago.
we just finished it. Yeah.
30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago. And
They're doing their press conference right now.
well, you know what? Ours is going to get more attention. Okay. That's
Look, Swerve has new shoes, and I might buy those.
Listen, they're gonna ask Tony about Danielson's injury, and he's gonna go, "That's a great question, but I'm not at liberty to discuss it at this moment." And then they'll ask him about something else, and he'll be like, "That's also a great question, and I'm not at liberty to discuss it at this moment." And then they'll ask him another question, and he'll put some goofy like wig and glasses on while he answers a serious question, and then he'll be like, "That's a great question, but I'm not at liberty to discuss it at this moment."
fair.
Those are
great
thing,
questions.
Yeah.
We're not at liberty to discuss those. But no, from what I got to see of it, because we didn't. I know
Watch the whole
Porto
thing.
got to watch the whole thing.
I did.
We caught kind of the tail end of it. I guess would be maybe not the tail end, but like
we caught up into
a quarter
together. We caught most of it, minus the trios match with House of Black and Edge and Friends.
Edge and Friends.
The-
I like this
Yeah, what a weird like
group.
kind of just
Yeah,
gathering
Willow
of
versus-
them.
Because who was it? It
Willow
was
versus-
Kingston.
Eddie Kingston and Mark
Edge,
Briscoe.
Yeah.
That's how. See, I couldn't even think of who the third one was because it seemed like such a random.
But yeah, it was that match. Willow versus Julia.
Which
I
you
think that's the
didn't seem
part-
to care for that much. You didn't.
It was an okay match, but it was lacking.
Yeah.
I'll be straight up. I love Willow Nightingale. Like,
Also, help me. Okada won
yes,
the Continental Championship.
Yes,
So
So,
what's
the
the one that
Continental-
Roddy has?
the international.
What's the difference?
The
Where did the international come from?
Okay,
'Cause
the
the
international
Continental
used to
one
be
was
the
that like
all-
all. Oh,
No, the international used to be the All Atlantic.
okay. So when I looked at that title, I went, "Oh, that's that one." But I thought they were reversed in my brain.
No. The
So where did the
Continental
yeah.
Continental one comes from the Continental Classic.
Right. Okay. Fuck me. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
It's
so
weird because their
confused
names are so
about it.
close.
Yes. And that's what threw me off because I was like, I forgot that those were two different titles. So in my brain, I'm like, oh, Okada has the
Intercontinental, so what does Roddy have?
right.
Hmm.
I forgot Roddy was the champ until I saw the card again and was like, oh, they're wrestling for that title. And I went, wait,
Yeah.
what fucking title is that? Because my brain went to, oh, Okada has that title.
Yeah.
But he does not
So,
have that title.
There are
Okay.
two separate belts.
Get a little overcomplicated with some of the belts.
Am I to understand that they're going to have another tournament and the title's going to reset? Like they're going to take the title off of whoever has it,
They
and
haven't
then
gotten
whoever
that
wins
far.
the tournament is going to be the new champion?
for the one
I
Okada
feel
has?
like
or-
no. No.
Okay.
I feel like yes, this is the belt Okada has.
Okay.
I feel like by the time the next Continental C2 comes around, it will be like, hey, y'all do this tournament. The champion doesn't defend during this time, and whoever wins becomes the number one contender for whoever has
That
the
would
belt.
make
More sense.
amazing sense. And I hope that's what they do and not what I heard they were gonna do. Because
'Cause
I am a little
relinqu-
concerned if that's what they're gonna do.
to make the champion relinquish the belt and I guess they go by the same rules that Eddie did with he's basically the belt is up for grabs when he enters the tournament. So everyone basically there is no champion until
But
the
he
winner's crowned.
decided to do that. That wasn't an
Yes.
actual stipulation. He just decided he
Well,
was
it
gonna
was
put
always the
his
Continental
belts.
Championship for grabs, but
Oh, but he was putting his other title on the line.
yeah, he was making the other titles up for grab for the winner.
Okay, now
So that was
remind me
on
because
him.
that was the strong title,
That
right?
was the New Japan Strong title and the ROH World Championship.
Gotcha.
Because that's what made it the Continental Crown, which was a triple crown championship.
Yeah. God, they need to stop overcomplicating.
I think that was because Eddie Kingston wants to be crippled crown champion. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, you were right in both cases. I mean,
He's the crippled
Yeah,
clown
crippled
champion.
clown
Yes.
champion, yeah.
Okay, I didn't even say.
yeah, you all.
You didn't say
Never.
clown.
You
You
all
said
missed it.
crippled trown twice.
Just
though.
because you think Eddie's a bum.
No, you all.
Eddie
I
might
just
be
love
y'all.
sticking it to KJ sometimes
Hey,
about Eddie
yo.
Kingston. Not in that way. All right, you know. Earlier there we were talking about the pay-per-views he was watching and the things we want to change. And my sole change was just get rid of Eddie Kingston. Just
No, but
so AEW.
Yeah, and it was funny though because I asked you that question and knew how I was going to respond, and you responded the exact way I wanted to respond, and I was like, "Oh, okay, great."
Yeah.
Like
Honestly,
I'm so happy that we were on the same page with that because I had the same feeling about I still have to get used to calling him Adam Copeland. I've been calling him Edge for fucking 30 years. But having Adam Copeland with Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston was like a weird we're going to throw these guys together and all three of them are champions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Against the House of Black, who they've been starting to build back up. And I'm like, well, do you have all three of your champions lose, or do you have these guys you've been building momentum for lose? Like, it's a weird lose-lose situation either way you put it. Now, you called it right on the money.
Yeah, fucking called it.
Which is, I think, ultimately in the worst of, like, a no-win situation was the best way to do it, to build that. But it really should have just been a singles match between those two.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they should treat Dynasty the same way WWE does Clash of Champions.
Where like everybody's just they damn near did that though.
Exactly. Minus the trios match and the Ospreay and Danielson match. Every other match for a championship.
It was, right? It was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pac and Okada.
Every other match.
Even not both matches. The trios pre-show match.
I would have
to unify the title.
If you want to make it
Um,
all trios matches, swap out the. I mean, all title matches. Swap out the trios match for the.
the
But
other, the
again,
actual trios match,
yeah,
like the trios title,
Yeah.
which I'm
unification.
glad they unified that because I think they definitely overestimated how many like 6-man tags they were gonna have. That they had
Yeah.
2 different belts, and I'd be okay. Like I know, I think I said to you either last week or the week before that I think they overcomplicate it when they bring the ROH titles to AEW and the AEW titles to like the ROH stuff. The trios title, I'd be okay with them kind of doing both,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
working double shifts there. I think that one makes perfect sense because you can integrate ROH 6-man people and AEW. Like that makes way more sense than having like your ROH champion on, defending it on Dynamite, where instead of like actual Ring of Honor television.
Or like New
Whatever.
Japan titles being,
Well, that's its own.
defended against non-New Japan wrestlers.
I feel bad for the guys that are like working in New Japan and they're watching non-New Japan wrestlers win their title and then defend it on a completely different television show
Yeah.
against somebody who has no business
Uh,
fighting for the
who hasn't
title.
who hasn't won anything?
Yeah.
Right.
A while.
Like he's So
Has he
whatever.
even ever wrestled for New Japan? Hobbs? No, right?
No. I
So
don't
like
think so.
it's even more kind of silly for it to be like, yeah, he's gonna.
Not even
Now,
an
I mean,
alumni.
again, we all know how that's gonna go, but like it's still just odd to me
Do
that
we?
if like,
do we?
'Cause
I mean,
honestly,
they do have a chance to do something hilarious, but then I think that would just be like even
Osprey
worse.
versus Moxley for the IWGP Championship, and
That
Osprey
would be
wins,
fun.
becoming the IWGP while not even part
being
of their brand
contracted.
anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like after his contract expired.
That would
Jesus.
actually be funny. No, have Okada beat
my
him.
God.
Have
Right.
Okada be IWGP Championship while no longer being part of New Japan.
My
Would be
God.
fucking icing on the cake. And he only defends it in AEW.
Jesus Christ.
It would be-
Yeah.
It would
It'd be
so
such a
fucking
dick
hilarious.
move, but like, yeah, nah,
There's
it's
no
just-
way that happens, but
No.
it would be the funniest thing.
We could do it for the memes, but like it really
Yeah.
like
It'd be a
fucking-
quick reign, Let's get it over.
All right. So
But that reign does end at Forbidden Door at best, at minimum.
Yeah.
Like if it goes past Forbidden Door, I would be surprised.
You had
when is Forbidden Door? June?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gives him 2 months.
I wouldn't
not
even
like
give
2
him the
months,
title that long, but we'll see.
'cause
Do they
can
have
do
another US show coming up?
New Japan? Do not know off the top of my head.
Yeah. I was gonna say
But-
because that would make a little bit more sense. This way you don't have to like he doesn't have to worry about like schedule conflicts and shit like that. But yeah, I guess Forbidden Door would.
I say Forbidden Door. This is
That
all
has to be the
build up their
maximum
newest
length
star.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that has to be the maximum.
Hopefully.
I give New Japan the benefit of the doubt, saying they're building up a new star to take that belt off Moxley, and they just have a big match at Forbidden Door. Get the most eyes on whoever they're gonna crown as the new IWGP champion. While
I'm
boosting the
hoping.
credibility.
I'm hoping.
So,
But
but
back to
the
the
main-
pay-per-view.
yeah, the main star of the pay per view is
Jericho.
not. Well, fuck off.
Wait, what'd you
No.
say?
It's a Jericho.
He said Jericho.
Ah, yeah.
Main star.
Sorry.
The Ocho,
Yeah.
the new FTW champion.
The Ocho.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Matt.
The learning
Yeah.
tree.
The learning tree.
The learning
Fucking-
Lionheart tree.
Ocho. Fucking Le Champion. Le Pussy. Le Rioter.
Le Insurrectionist. Oh, I mean. Sorry, right. That was his wife.
Foreign heel group. Le Insurrection. Phenomenal team name.
Oh,
Would be
God.
great. They don't have matches. They just run in.
Right.
They just run in and fuck up shit.
Yeah.
Security doesn't stop them.
Except for that one person that gets randomly shot.
Yeah.
But they have to do a promo beforehand saying bullets can't stop us. You know, like that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Team
Security
finisher.
can't stop us.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Team finisher's called the recount.
Okay.
Oh God. Uh,
Ted Turner's still our president.
if you
Yeah.
don't know what we're joking about,
Don't worry about it.
you should
If you don't
look
know,
up
now you
Chris
Fuck it.
Jericho's wife.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
neighbor. But
Well,
the
you can
main-
say it. We can.
Yeah. But the main match of the evening was something that kind of deflated us by the end of it. Was
Man,
Will Ospreay versus
Yep.
Bryan Danielson. No title on the line, just for the
just
Shoulder
just for
blades.
the
just two guys fucking kicking the shit out of each other.
Literally.
great
Yeah.
Few
great
times
match.
literally.
Great match. The crowd kind of irritated us at times.
Fuck Don Callis.
Yeah, for them to have a fuck Don Callis chant during a match where you're arguably the two best wrestlers
the world.
working today that are active today are in the ring together and you're chanting fuck Don Callis while he's on commentary. Like he's not
No.
even like he's not like interfering, he's not like ringside in the sense of like trying to do so, you know what I mean? Like
And he
he's
wasn't
just-
even talking that much.
like yeah, he was sitting
wasn't-
on
he was
commentary.
He was enjoying the match like everybody else was.
Right. Like, I mean, hilarious that like he got a fuck you chant just for being there, but Jesus Christ, like not during this.
See, I lost it where they were kind of like this is awesome before, like then they're just doing
No.
chain wrestling. It's like, okay,
well,
like,
We're
let's-
not worthy.
the we're not worthy
or, yeah,
chant
was that what it
is
was?
the biggest pussified fucking chant I've ever heard in my life.
Limitless throat. I
Oh my god.
like Jesus Christ.
That's like
That was
Joey
insane.
Chestnut levels of goblin fucking.
Joey Chestnut.
Pulling up a chair at the all you can suck dick buffet. Like, yeah, I mean, and I hate to say it because like I want fans to be able to be passionate, but like,
But they had two holy shit chants before people even locked.
yeah,
They did it during the Okada Pac match, and they did it for. And again, if you were gonna do it at the start of a match, this was the match to do it. The Okada Pac match was not necessarily the way to do that, and the fact that you did it twice in one night kind of dampens the fact that you did it that second time. Like you could be super excited for the Pac and Okada match, like that's fine. But a holy shit chant, they didn't even like lock up yet. The bell rung and they were like, holy shit. And I'm like, all right, kind of weird.
Yeah.
weird flex.
And then they did it again and it's like, you're losing me here. That's why I just kept shitting on the crowd after that. Because I'm like, guys, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
they gave Okada a you sick fuck chant and then they gave it to Ospreay. And I'm like, wow, what are we doing? Now we're just recycling chants.
You're gonna run out eventually.
Otherwise, the match was great up until the last like fucking 25 seconds.
Yeah. Has nothing's come. I mean, as I'm assuming as of right now, nothing has come out on his if he's injured
On its status, on like what the actual
What the
injury
extent
is.
of it? No. Ospreay is currently talking on the media scrum about retiring the Storm Driver 91. Like he's
Okay.
gonna stop using that move after tonight.
You mean the Tiger Driver?
No, he called it Storm Driver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he calls it. He didn't necessarily call it the Tiger.
I didn't know he called it the Storm Driver. I just know it
I
as the
didn't-
Tiger Driver.
And
That's okay. Whatever. Whatever.
Here's the thing: is I don't even inherently think it was the move itself. I just think it was one misstep
Yeah.
of it being slightly poorly
Yeah.
executed. And but
The other thing too is I think the way he hit the
Hidden Blade.
oh my god,
Hidden Blade.
the way he hit the Hidden Blade as Danielson was running at him, I think kind of jerked his shoulder out of place the first, because it kind of looked like Danielson had his arm up and he like hit the arm and him at the same time, and then they
Yeah.
did that,
Yeah.
and he landed like to the point where he pretty much landed on all shoulder and folded, like his legs folded over, so it put even more pressure on that landing, Which, I mean, thankfully it wasn't his neck, but like, I mean, it was fucking close.
Yeah.
And the way he was grabbing was like collarbone slap. Like, it was so close to his neck that I was like, oh fuck, like, I don't want to see him go through that again.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully
it did not look good. The way he was clutching and the way his like, it's one thing to sell, and we've had that conversation. Like sometimes that kind of like angle sell, I don't love, especially for a guy like Danielson who has extensive like rough injury history. But the way his like feet were kicking while he was like clutching his fists and everything, and he was like fuck, like I don't know that I can't see it being a work.
Yeah. Well, for me, the only reason when we were watching it, I had that same, it's like, oh, is this even legit? Is because they stopped the doctor from coming in. Where it's like, oh, okay, this is, it's a work. They're, but yeah,
And
it's once he comes
yeah.
in and he's clutching, and it's like, oh shit, he actually might be fucked up.
And we were saying too, like I feel like Okada almost didn't even realize until like after
You mean
he.
Ospreay?
Oh yeah, shit. See now I'm having.
Yeah.
You're fucking rubbing off of me, man. Like I'm starting to get all fucked up
because
here.
even at the media scrum, he says he didn't notice it. Like he didn't notice the ref and literally just hit his finisher, and you can see like he hits the hidden blade, hits the pin. Ref taps him, he gets up, he goes to the corner, he celebrates, he gets down, and then that's where everything kind of clicks.
Yeah.
I think what threw me the most, because at first I thought it was a work, right? Because he was like, oh, I'm gonna motion to the doctor, and then they didn't actually get the doctor in, and the ref didn't stop him. But if you notice, like the way the pin kind of just was left there, even after the 3 count, and he was still in that like the legs were up in that pinning position, and Ospreay was like still on him after the 3 count. I was like, something's off.
Yeah.
Like something's yeah. So yeah, it kind of took us out of that. But man, it was a great match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's just God forbid, just let it be a dislocated shoulder or something they can reset real quick.
Yeah. Let's
hope. Like you said, with Danielson's history of terrible injuries. Keep it simple for him. But yeah, great match. I mean, easily match of the night, not to glaze it too much, but
yeah.
I mean, it was,
like I said, Meltzer gave it 5 stars before they even came out. Like it was, But yeah, and then Meltzer glazed it even more on Twitter. Jesus Christ.
If you if you ever have a chance to watch something, yeah.
Give it back to me. Where the fuck is it, you fucking cock goblin whore?
Well, he's
God damn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dud for me of what we saw was definitely the Jericho match. I don't understand it. I don't.
Jericho, who got chance of please retire, go home.
Fozzy sucks.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's bad when they're coming for your band. Like Jesus.
What's funny for me, hold on, I'm just trying to find this fucking tweet. Where is he? Fucking Meltzer, you dickbag.
If he'd go back and rescore, he'd score lower. Just remember
that too.
Because of what wrestling like is now.
Where is it? Oh, he deleted the tweet.
Ah, pussy, stand by it.
Oh no, he didn't. Okay, here it is. Ospreay won with the hidden blade. If you see one match this good in your life as a wrestling fan, you should consider yourself blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Laying it on a little thick. And it was a great match. It was a great match. But Jesus Christ. We're going to hit him with the fucking Wayne's World. We're not worthy and the fucking all that goofy shit.
Oh, God.
I will say I did laugh at something. I meant to show it to you guys, and it was... We're kind of getting off topic a little bit here,
What's new?
but it's on topic for like AEW. There's a media call, and Tony Khan was asked about if he
Helldivers.
understands the feedback in reference to like the all-in footage, because
Yeah.
obviously that was not well received. Tony said that TBS called him about the rating and said he did a good job, and that's the most important thing. The rating is the number one source of fan feedback, which I don't necessarily think is true, because the problem with that is if it's a negative reaction, like a lot of people tuned in for it, but then like
It's
if
like
you look at the
watching-
quarter by quarter breakdown of like ratings, a
Yeah.
lot of people fucked off after.
Yeah.
So like, does that really indicate that it was a strong showing, or did people get a bad taste in their mouth, or people were intrigued? Like it could have been a combination of things where people were intrigued to see what they were going to do, so they tuned in, but then either went, this is all I wanted to see, and left, or went, I don't want to see any more things, and left. Right? Like that's
Yeah. No, it's
because
a
the
bad
drop off
metric.
was decent amount. Like it was a decent amount of drop off. So like for him to say like I just pay attention to the ratings, that indicates the fan feedback is a little weird to me. You know,
It's an odd metric to
like
judge it
like
by.
having Jericho win the FTW title. Like, you know, it's a weird. And you called it though. You did, because you were like, no, this is how Jericho feuds go, and it's gonna
Yeah.
last another fucking like 2 months or whatever. Which, God for fucking bid we have more.
Forbidden Door.
That's how it should go. You beat Jericho clean because it happened. It happened. Who was the first one to actually do it? I know it happened with Kingston. Happened with Orange Cassidy. Happened with Starks. Like it keeps
Yeah.
happening. The person will beat you clean, and then now you have to. Now he has to win the second match, and then you just go back and forth. It's like no one ever really benefits from a feud with Chris Jericho.
Except
No.
Chris Jericho. But even then, not
Right.
really.
No, not even him, because it just made more people hate him.
That's true, yeah.
Every feud it's devalued everyone involved. It's
Yeah.
more. It's not even like how Hogan was like, "Oh man, everyone cheered me when it was done."
So
This is everyone hates you more.
let me see if I can find that tweet, because that was really funny. It was Chris Jericho sees an up and coming like young wrestler, and then it's a video of Hogan's TNA video with the TNA
Yeah.
music, and yeah, I was
Don't work for me,
fucking
brother.
dying, dude.
Jesus.
Fuck Hulk Hogan. Fuck Chris Jericho. Fuck The Rock. He has
no reason.
We're getting this guy back on the tangent.
He was just there
He's
somewhere.
just there. He's gonna catch the stray.
He's always
No matter.
somewhere.
I would say
Polishing.
the only thing I didn't like from the night, and it wasn't one match in particular, it was just, and I picked this out to you guys a few times, is God, if you're gonna put a submission in, make it look like it hurts. Like at least try. Like Jericho
Was
did
it Thunder Rosa? Yeah.
Jericho did it with the walls, where like he's not even
Oh,
cinching it
clearly,
in,
like,
It's still, yeah.
or what is it called? Something different now?
no, it's still the walls.
Is it the walls? Okay,
It's the lion tamer when it's that like
it's the arch
overarched
with the knee
like,
and the
yeah.
When he sits down on your back, that's the lion tamer.
Oh, see, I was always the lion tamers where he arches it and puts his
Or is
knee
it
to
when
your
he puts
neck.
his knee? Yeah, it's the knee. Sorry.
That's the lion
Yeah.
tamer.
The walls of Jericho is just the
Boston crab.
But then he's just like kind of squatting over while like Hook's legs are basically
Not even
straight.
squatting,
and you're
because
like,
at one point he's literally just standing.
yeah, and that's what I mean. He's like hunched over,
Yeah.
like kind of, yeah, that. And then Thunder Rosa did the like Cobra Clutch esque thing, but like her
Crossface.
arm was like
Not
It
it
was
wasn't
not
even
even around her neck,
like a
and it was
hug.
it was just a weird. It was just like if you were like seeing your friend and you were like, "Hey, bud,"
Yeah.
you know, like that's what it looked like, and it was just like, I made the joke. I was like, "Oh, it's like a John Cena STF.
Yeah.
Like that shit looked like trash. Like what the fuck are we doing?"
I did like during the like I said, the Thunder Rosa where she Tony Storm puts her in the submission and she crawls out to the furthest rope
Yeah,
and then goes, "Oh wait, there's one closer."
Yeah.
It was like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I get it. I know it's
Swerve
just
not swinging his leg over to the rope while he was in
Osprey
the
not
cocaine club.
tapping his fucking foot on the rope that's 2
Yeah.
inches from him.
It was just one of those.
Well, Swerve's wasn't even a swing. It was just fully extend your leg and you'll touch rope. Like, that's all you had to do. And I know that's a mild thing, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just shitting on AEW." It's WWE does it too, and it annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It's just I hate that. Like, if you're gonna put a submission in, I want to believe they're gonna tap.
I want it to look like it hurts,
Yeah.
even if it doesn't hurt. Like, I don't want the person to be in pain. I just want it to look like they're in pain.
Sell. I mean, and it's a 2-part thing. Person one's got to sell the move, but person 2 has got to make it look like they're actually putting a
doing
submission
the shit,
in. And like you said, the John Cena-esque, where it's that STF, where it's like, hey, this isn't even locked in.
I'm just gonna do this, and then like your chin's gonna be up here while I'm like not even touching your face. Like,
I will say, and oddly enough, Tony Storm, so I feel like did a good job with the Cloverleaf.
Yeah,
I feel like she sells
no, that
that
was a
very
solid
well.
looking Cloverleaf. Yeah.
And it's clean, and it's there's aggression behind it, and Rosa sold it like it hurt, so that was it comes and goes. It's just depending on what
She
it
won,
is.
by the way. We keep kind of
Yeah,
deviate
sorry.
from the task here, but
look, watch Dynasty.
No, it was a solid pay-per-view.
Picked her right.
I will always say that they do pay-per-views really well. They don't always execute on their weekly shows. Their pay-per-views are usually solid.
Yeah.
And their pay-per-views, even when they have like some stinkers, more often than not, they have more solid shit on the pay-per-view than they do.
Really, from what I saw, the Hook one was the only one that I thought was not good.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tony Storm, the finish is not my cup of tea. I would have rather something else, but it was a good,
whatever.
It was a good match.
It was a solid match. Both girls can work. It was a good match. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, I mean, obviously Jericho just has go away heat.
Yeah.
Yes. Beyond go away heat now.
Same thing with Max Caster. Has go away heat at this point. Everybody's hoping for an Anthony Bowen single run. Glad the Bullet Club Gang Bang Gang.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
I know, yeah.
Don't you disrespect that name.
Well, they're not the Scissor Gang anymore.
I know, but it's
don't have the Acclaim. But no, but the Guns and Jay White merged the trios and ROH 6-man title, which was dope. I kept seeing people on Twitter call it the Reign of Terror. The Acclaimed Reign of Terror for the trios title is over. I'm like, Jesus, I mean,
it's not crazy.
I mean, they have had it for a while, and I feel like they hadn't really been doing anything with it for like ever.
What was the last feud they did with it? Was the House of Black, wasn't it?
No, because they won it off that.
Or sorry, yeah, they won it off House of. But see, that's the thing is I don't really know what they've done with it.
They changed the belts to those pink designs, and that's about it.
Yep. Yeah, after they won, they got the new design and then
did nothing.
Like they just kind of fucked off. Yeah.
Made the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. After disbanding that group to begin with, and then turning
disbanded them again, and then it's
Daddy ass isn't gonna be happy.
Okada beat Pac for which one is it? It's not the Continent. Is it the Continental or what the fuck is it? International title?
No,
it's the Continental title. Yes. Okay. Yes. Fuck, dude, I can't.
Gonna have to get they
fuck me up. Yeah.
Like,
I just need the words. Yeah, where is it? Hold on.
Which is it?
Does it say it here? Will it help me?
One is Continental. One is International.
AEW International. AEW. Yes. Okay.
They just should fuse those into the Intercontinental.
Yeah. So Okada beat Pac.
The Continental as their U.S. champion and the International as their IC.
Yeah, I figured that sounds about what it would have been.
That's the best way to describe those belts.
Which continent?
All of them.
All continental.
They're all intercontinental belts.
Yeah, because they're all elite.
The world is all elite.
Oh, world's all elite. Yep. And
He
then
hurt.
of course, end of the night you had Swerve versus Joe.
Well,
Oh, sorry, Missouri. Oh,
we had the
FTR
tag ladder match
Yeah.
Where Dax
where
Harwood led like fucking crazy,
like a stuffed
but
pig.
came up short as the scapegoat returned to AEW
Scapegoat.
and cost FTR the AEW tag champs, and now the EVPs are the first 3-time AEW tag champion.
Yep.
Ew. Cry me a river.
Yeah. Oh, they started saying that since
Cry me
Yeah.
a
he was
river.
I did see the clip of how they like made him come in with like the mask and the hoodie on, and then like
Sting match
security
of all
tried to stop him and ended up pulling the mask off, and it was like, oh my god, it's the scapegoat.
That's about the same excitement I had. Oh my god. I was hoping it was Sting under the Sting mask.
It's my favorite thing. It's that's up there with the Samoa Joe walk away while somebody's diving at you thing. It's Sting wearing a Sting mask just to take off the Sting mask to reveal it's Sting with the face paint. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's the only thing I hated about that Swerve Strickly match is they took the benefit of me getting a Joe walk away from the jump because he countered
He
it.
did it, but Swerve landed on his feet.
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy was that he wrestled that he was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that's still the best one. And it was only like a month ago.
Mid-air.
Was it Gravity? No, it wasn't Gravity.
No.
Gravity helped.
No, Gravity is the guy with the lucha mask who I think he got released.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
But
Yeah, that is
whatever.
the best one. What the
It
fuck?
was an older guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's still my favorite.
But
because I just imagine like in that scenario there was a spot they talked about of like, oh yeah, you'll jump off and I'll catch you, and it's like, and he just walks away.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He just said, nah, fuck you.
so Tony did confirm that Mercedes Moné is not cleared to compete.
Yeah, it's
until Double or
rough.
Nothing.
Have they said how long she's got left till she can be?
Double
Well,
or Nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't hear. Yeah, man, that's gonna
So
be.
that'll be May.
Yeah,
But at least she has to turn heel, right? Because
I would hope so, 'cause-
heel in this situation.
No. And she hasn't been presented as one either. And Mercedes always has that air of like
I'm better than
cunt
you.
to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
put it in the-
Drama queen bitch.
Got 'em.
yeah. I know. I
I'm
said
not
a
calling
bad
her
word.
that.
for you.
It's a bad no word. Swear jar.
Okay.
Yeah, I already filled that bitch up like fucking what,
Yeah,
30 minutes ago when I was going on about fucking game rant, cocksucking
yeah.
fucking douchebags.
See, we all have something we like to rant about. Porto likes to rant about The Rock. Apparently,
He's
Olas
smoking
likes to rant about Gamer Rant.
Oh my
And
god.
yours is Eddie
Is
Kingston.
Eddie Kingston.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's black people.
I'm cutting that out. I'm not.
No, you're
I'm
not.
not
Go ahead.
putting that in there.
It's gonna be
We're
a censored-
obviously kidding. It's just more funny this way. Like, see, now you don't have to edit it out because I'm giving you the out of
Oh my god.
He
guys.
called me a-
Disclaimer.
he wanted me to
He
be a
actually
color
really
commentator,
likes
but I
black
never knew what he
people.
meant.
Yeah. You
What did you say for?
Oh no! When you brought me into the podcast, you wanted
We're
me to be the color.
we're the
commentator.
3-man
I never
booth.
knew-
You're the play-by-play. He's the color commentator.
But I never knew what you really meant until now.
All right.
Well, you
that'll
know,
be it for this week. On
To be fair, he PC'd it. He said you're the commentator of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta you can't put the ed at the end of it, so you have to do
I
it
even
that
get
way.
I even get my own water fountain. It's like 2
Yeah.
miles away, but it's special, you know.
Yeah,
I'm just
but it's
gonna-
yours.
I'm gonna
and
let you
only
guys finish
yours.
this out. I'm gonna go
When
ahead
we
and head
travel,
out.
I get the back of the car. It's always
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
The front's always smelly anyway. You don't want to be
It's
up. The
stuffy.
back's always better.
Stuffy.
yeah.
God,
It's like Bojangles.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
In the back.
Oh god. But
I
I
So in other
there's no
wrestling
way
news this
to transition. It's just gonna be an abrupt.
So in other wrestling news this week, TNA also had a pay-per-view yesterday.
Yeah.
Since we don't really talk about TNA, now I will preface this with I did not get to watch actual matches. I did see highlights and news clips and different things. We had some returns. Matt Hardy returned as Broken Matt, although he did specify on Twitter that he's still a free agent. He's just kind of
Doing his
there
own
for
thing.
now. So
Going
he's sparking the rumors of potentially going back to WWE or
AEW.
although I will find it is kind of funny now that he has said a negative thing, not even a negative thing, but like not the usual ass kissing thing about AEW now that he's no longer under contract with AEW.
Yeah. Well,
But
even his
he
wife's
showed
been
up.
on blasting them on TikTok for the last few months. I've been
Well,
seeing.
she's her own
yeah.
fucking disaster of a human being. But he did show up. He hit the twist of fate on Moose. It's the best twist of fate he's hit in fucking years, but hit that. Mike Santana returned to TNA.
Let's go.
And then I saw somebody comment like, "Oh, when are we gonna get Ortiz?" And it's like, bro,
No, that's not.
like
Oh,
clearly you haven't been paying attention to the situations here.
Lord.
Who else? Somebody else returned. Fuck. Somebody else returned.
Was
I
it
said
Josh
it, didn't I?
Alexander?
Well, he wrestled. He wrestled Alex Hammerstone, which is a match I absolutely want to watch because I like both of those guys. Everything I saw was Alex Hammerstone fucking
Sammy
putting the work. Sammy
Callahan?
Callahan. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
He
Yeah, speaking
returned.
of Josh
He-
Alexander, because I thought of that's why I knew his name. Because Kenny Omega brought up what was going on when he was TNA champion, that he wanted to work with Josh,
Yeah,
but Scott Demorne basically shot it down.
Hmm.
So
that's a shame.
so a lot of people who blamed AEW for basically just taking the better part of the deal, it kind of sheds a new light that maybe it wasn't Tony Khan booking this.
Yeah.
It
Right.
could have just been bad decisions across the board.
Yeah, I don't understand what they were going for.
Yeah,
Like that's
apparently Kenny wanted to work with him, like when we're gonna set this up, and Scott was like, "I don't know, but
I
let's
think
have
that
some
would have been a
direction."
great match.
Oh, it'd have been fucking
That would have
phenomenal.
been
Look at
phenomenal.
the match he had with Will Ospreay.
Right. I think Josh Alexander puts in amazing work. Everything I've seen from Alex Hammerstone in like MLW was pretty solid work. Like that's a big guy that works really good. What the fuck does he do? He does the Matt Morgan. What is it? The Matt Morgan called it the Elevator. What the
Yeah.
fuck is Hammerstone calling it?
The fucking elevator.
Oh, it's
You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? It's the like
suplex into the
suplex into the like
which
side slam kind of thing or
always
whatever it is.
impresses me. I just think that's a
Yeah.
very impressive move to begin with because that just takes such an amount of strength and coordination.
I did see he did it off of the turnbuckle into tax. That was one of the clips that I saw. I also saw Eric Young completely miss a table. I forgot who he was working with, but it looked like they went for a Spanish fly and like completely lost their footing. So hopefully everybody's okay there. But that, and I saw Nick Nemeth take a power bomb on the ramp and then kick something over and like fuck up the camera. That was kind of funny. But it looked like a solid show that I want to go back and watch for sure. So
Yeah.
as of this recording, I have not watched it, but I do want to go back. I'm off on Tuesday. I think I'm going to turn around and like watch it when I have some downtime. Just because I'm
When do
working
they
all day
air their
tomorrow.
weekly show? They only do one weekly show, right?
Thursday. Yeah.
What's it? Well, I'll look it up myself.
Access TV and
Yeah.
something else.
Gotcha. But yeah,
So
I mean,
yeah,
it was a
they
good
had a
night for them
solid.
from what I saw, and it'll be
It was a good
interesting.
wrestling weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good in
But
the sense of
eventually-
wrestling, but there's some sadness to WWE's week.
Bryan Danielson isn't the only person on the injured list.
Yeah,
Let's add
unfortunately.
2 more.
Yeah.
So Rhea Ripley did announce on Raw last week that she'll be relinquishing her title due to what was the injury? Shoulder. Despite
Yeah,
what
so when she
the
got rammed into the wall, it wasn't. So my initial thought was that
chair shot.
chair getting
But it was
flung
not.
at her, but I guess it was when she got rammed into the wall. Freak accident.
And let me
We
say that
don't-
this is my
We don't
rant.
need neckbeard douchebags
Yeah.
fucking wishing paralyzation on fucking Liv Morgan for hurting Rhea Ripley. And don't sit here and tell me you're playing a heel on your fucking stream, you dickbag fucking loser. Go touch grass and
Yeah,
go fucking
that shit.
get a girlfriend, you fucking virgin.
Fucking it's my heel art. Kill yourself.
Oh, I've had better.
Narc.
People
You
just
know.
like her because she's cute and blonde, but I've had better. Bro, you've never had a fucking vagina in your life. Shut the fuck up, you fucking loser.
Closest thing to a date you've got your right hand. Yeah, and Olas and I have talked about that before. Like, if you're one of those people that I get it, we enjoy it. It's I'm never gonna wish that kind of stuff on somebody in that scenario because they
Unless it's Eddie Kingston.
unless it's Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, no. No, but seriously.
But like these guys are performers. Accidents happen. It's it's not. I'm sure sometimes it is intentional. At least back in the old days of some of the early shit. But
Sandbagging.
I generally don't think nowadays the way the training is and the way the health is for these people that a lot of this is intentional.
Meanwhile, these two are friends.
Yeah,
by the
like,
way.
bits aside in the company, like they're actually friends.
Yeah, both
Right.
people are very chill with each other.
Yeah, it's not the 80s, guys.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real here.
This isn't Hulk and Savage. Like,
Right. Like, fucking Christ. So yeah, so Rhea got hurt. She relinquished the title. I guess they're doing a
Battle Royal.
battle. I don't like that for
I
the
don't either.
title. I'd be fine if they had like 2 battle royals, like one on
Raw
Raw,
and
one on
SmackDown.
SmackDown or something. You know what I mean? To like, all right,
No,
the
just
winner
do
of those will go on to like face each other for
No,
the
do the
title.
Rey Mysterio thing.
What, and have Cena
Well,
come out after
yeah.
he wins and fuck him? Like, what do you?
No, basically 2 battle royals the same night, and the
Oh,
main
okay.
event are those 2 people.
Yeah, no, see, yeah, I'd be cool with that too.
yeah,
However
Make
you
it
set it up,
a
but
tag
have
match.
have 2 different winners of something end up being,
the main event.
you know,
or
like
something.
what they just did with Cody, with
Becky and
AJ and
Liv winning both
Yeah.
both battle royals. They face each other. Someone screws Becky out,
and have Liv. Yeah, that's
win or Liv cheats. Or
See,
something
you
like
guys
that.
aren't thinking right. It's gonna be Nia Jax.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'll quit WWE. I don't work there, but I'll quit it. I'll send in my resume. I'll send in my 2 weeks.
I'll get hired just to quit.
Jesus.
I won't get hired. I'll just quit.
But yeah, I mean, we all kind of assume it's with them doing the revenge tour that it's probably gonna be Liv. Okay,
Which I think that's what they were gonna set up in the first
Yeah.
place. I don't know. So here's the thing. I don't know that Liv was going to win, but they were obviously clearly setting up like her getting her revenge for, coincidentally, Rhea getting her
injured.
getting Liv hurt from her shoulder. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fucked up irony
Hers wasn't
that like
legit,
it happened
though, was
that
it?
way.
Or did she actually?
Both of them are legit.
Did
Yeah.
she actually got? I see. For some reason, I had
Because Liv hurt both her shoulders in a small amount. Like she just came back from a shoulder injury and then hurt her other shoulder.
gotcha.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought
It was supposed to be an angle for one thing, but then she hurt both shoulders, like on the So
Gotcha.
like it again, a freak accident. Nobody was calling for Rhea to get fucking crippled, that kind of shit. So like again, freak accidents, things happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully Rhea comes back. She's gonna come back as the biggest fucking baby face in the world.
I mean, I already
Because she practically already was, but her coming back, no matter what she does, they're gonna cheer for her. Nobody's gonna boo her.
Yeah.
So
on the flip side of it, though, you had Sheamus return And this one bugged, and these guys can attest to it. This one bugged me all fucking
Yeah,
week.
let's.
Is so Sheamus returns, and Sheamus is not as chiseled as he usually is.
But
Not
still worked great.
not by any means out of shape.
Motherfucker gained a little bit of weight, and
A little
motherfuckers
bit
who's
of-
never been to a fucking gym lost their cotton picking fucking minds. I promise you. I swear, this man bulked up a little bit. Little fucking bit.
Yep.
It's not like he's out of fucking shape.
And they
Also-
photoshopped him to be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
If
also
you have to
worked
do that-
fantastically. Like he was moving fine.
Here's the thing. That
he
entire
was so
match,
crisp.
not a piece of him fucking jiggled. So I mean, he wasn't that out of
Also-
shape, you know.
Also, just because you're a bigger person doesn't mean you can't do the same shit. Guess who is fucking wrestling? Ivar. Someone who is a heavyweight who can
Yeah.
still
Doing
move
fucking
better than him.
moonsaults off the top rope and shit.
You have
I did
people
see-
like Samoan, Samoa Joe, Keith
Yeah.
Lee. You have so many
Bronson
big
Reed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
And y'all want to talk about somebody out of shape? You do half the fucking shit they can do. Then
Who,
you can
uh,
fucking talk.
You have to
You
take
can
So-
run a
these
mile.
guys have to take a break typing a sentence.
So funny little back and forth I saw on Twitter because Sheamus did post about like he
The
posted
edits.
screenshots of like the Photoshop of him being like even heavier than he actually was. And then Bronson Reed replied to it with the big meaty men bumping meat fucking picture. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Had his back. He goes, "Hey man, the world loves meat." Like fucking around with him. Like I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
A couple other people were like super like solidarity, like because that's crazy, man. What do you? We're talking about again, like you guys said, like these are motherfuckers that never worked out a day in their life. If we shine the light on what these motherfuckers look like, I guarantee you they're in the worst fucking shape of anybody's life ever. And they're like, "Oh, this guy got fat," and like, no, fuck you, bro. Like you're a fucking.
You
loser.
haven't seen your chin.
You haven't seen your dick since you were fucking, ever. So I don't want to fucking hear it. Like,
And it was one thing, and we had this conversation where we all were pretty sure he got called up early. Because I mean,
he said it too.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, I was supposed to come back for the draft, but things got things changed last minute. So I came back a couple weeks early or whatever. Because when's the draft? The draft is
a week or
2
two.
weeks.
2 weeks.
Thing is,
And here's the thing, he's been, because I follow him on a
Next
pretty much every platform, and it's been like gym videos every day, and he's going.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting into it, man.
He's-
This is a guy who
Yeah,
lives
like-
at the gym. Like that's his thing.
he has a
What, like-
YouTube
Yeah.
channel
yeah,
of
just
like
working out.
Celtic Warrior workouts, and then of course all the neckbeards are like, "Oh, it
Oh,
looks like
what is-
doesn't he have a fitness channel?" Like
fitness dick.
It just looks like he's bulking. It just
Yeah.
looks like he's
Like
bulking.
he was
up.
bulking
Yeah,
back
we-
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again, people don't understand how the cycle works. You have to bulk up to cut. Like that's
They
when
also,
you're
they
when
also
you're trying to
forget
get
he
back.
just got off like a major fucking neck surgery and back
Right.
surgery, or not surgery, but a neck and back injury.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like, yeah, you can't exactly do the same shit you were doing until that's fully
He's-
healed.
he's been out since August.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. Right.
he's been out
August or
since,
September.
Whenever
The Edge
Edge's
match, Edge's final
Edge's last
WWE match.
Yeah.
So it was either like late August or early September or something like that. So he's been out for like at least 6 months, 7 months.
He just
Like,
looks like he's bulking and he's gonna cut all that weight very quickly, and everyone's gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
And no one's gonna bring this up ever again. That's
Nope.
what this feels like.
What's
No.
bad is like, and this is the part that I hate about the internet, is it's given such balls to guys that would never say this shit to somebody's face.
Yeah, like if you're gonna start talking shit about people's appearance, then you need to not have some like random fucking either anime fucking profile picture or some other bullshit where like there's no photo of you on the internet because you know goddamn well that your bitch ass will get fucking roasted every time you talk about somebody else's appearance with your
Yeah.
fucking summer teeth. And because some are here, but nothing over here. You fucking,
It's pretty good. I like that one.
I gotta stop.
Um,
I've been in a fucking mood today, so I
Hey.
apologize to everybody that like I'm being extra fucking mean today. Like I said to you while you were streaming the other day, I don't play a heel. I'm just an asshole. Everything I say is
we're
coming
just
from
dicks.
me.
Yeah, we're just
Genuinely.
assholes.
So like if you think I'm playing a character by being this way right now, no. I'm just an asshole. Like, and not all the time. I'm a super nice guy to you guys. Most of the time, I think. At least I hope so. I hope you guys don't think I'm a piece of shit.
50-50.
But yeah, well, I guess it depends on the day. But either way, if you don't like me, go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck. But
New York's coming out. Jesus Christ.
yeah, I don't care. Listen, yeah, no, I'll get even more New York. Go fuck your mother. Like, I don't care. Like, get out of here. Like, go kick rocks. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, so yeah, so Sheamus came back,
We
put on a solid show.
Yeah.
Don't care what anybody else said. Where else do you? I don't know which order of things you wanted to.
I just was going,
Honestly.
just not
we-
everything had to be talked about. Sorry.
Yeah, just want to end off the bad train of injuries and just shitty things to happen this week. Becky Lynch revealed that Seth Rollins had surgery
true, yeah.
on his
Yeah,
meniscus, as he
I-
tore it during the match against Drew. Because
I think it was injured before that.
It just we got worse.
I
we were
think
talking about that before you joined, because
Yeah.
when he tore it originally was his ACL when he was still to the build up to WrestleMania.
right.
That was the
I feel like-
gender match, correct?
Because he seemed okay during night one for the most part. I don't know if something tweaked during night one, but I guess they. I think I shared the screenshot. I might have, but they were what they call it, a bomb fest, like where they were just hitting each other with fucking everything.
Yeah.
And we were joking about it while we were watching it, like, oh, how many fucking finishers are we gonna see? Blah 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 blah. But obviously they did it that way to cover the fact like he couldn't do a lot of things. And I think where I really started to notice it was when he was hitting the stomp and he was like sitting out for the stomp, like he wasn't putting any pressure on his other leg to like land on it, and he was just like falling on his ass instead. And I was like, yeah, something's off.
Yeah.
Like and then I just saw fan footage of him struggling to get in the ring for that
Chair shot.
Superman punch
Chair
spot.
shot,
Yeah.
What makes it worse is if you look at the video,
his leg lands
fucking
really
knee.
bad.
It goes.
Yeah,
out.
it was rough. Like it was hard to look at. So, and then we were saying during the celebration, like you could tell something wasn't right.
Because he couldn't get up. He was always just
He
hobbled.
was struggling. He needed help
Kevin
just to
Owens
get back
had to
during a
physically-
celebration.
Yeah.
Like so hopefully he he has a speedy recovery as well, like that.
I hope it's speedy,
Sorry,
but I hope he takes. He
time.
deserves
Yeah.
a lot of
I don't
time.
want him to rush back. He was absolutely, after watching all of that and finding out what actually was wrong, he was absolutely the MVP of WrestleMania for both nights. The fact that he powered through for that match, and I mean, shout out, like I think we talked about it too. Like shout out to Becky for battling strep throat with 102 fever for that Rhea match. Like, people were really going through shit for. I mean, it's WrestleMania, right? Like you're putting on your shit. I do feel bad. I can understand Rollins because he had to miss that one WrestleMania with his knee when he did the sunset flip powerbomb to Kane, and his knee fucking gave out when he was the champ. But yeah, absolutely. Hopefully he takes his time. I don't want him to rush and come back.
Spend time with family, get healed up. He's carrying it for a long time, and he deserves a break. And I think the company's
shout
in a
out
good
to
place.
Damian Priest for fucking putting him over too. I don't know if anybody saw that. I think it was on the bump where he really shouted him out by saying like, he really made that title mean something because he was fucking putting the work in and working hurt and doing everything to make that title like legit, given the whole like what did they call it, the fuck, and even Roman said something about it where it was like the consolation prize title thing, like and Seth did a fantastic job of making that title seem important the way he was putting in the work. And shout out to Damian Priest for like
Acknowledge him.
acknowledging that. I thought that was awesome.
But
A lot of respect from all those guys because he showed, Seth showed respect to Drew with the whole "you fucking deserve it" thing, and like, Drew got his moment to win in front of everybody, and then Damian getting love from everybody for winning, and yeah, so it's cool to just see everybody being like awesome with each other.
But speaking of titles, so then the other side of it, we had, much like we all assumed at the last podcast, we had the new version of the tag titles come out. You had the world tag titles that are Awesome Truce in the WWE. That is, what is their fucking group name? A-Town Down Under.
Down Under. Yeah.
God, fucking stupid.
Oh, those fucking belts are amazing.
Obviously, I'm a little more
I have a few
into the
complaints.
SmackDown one just because it looks like the
For
old school.
the SmackDown
The
ones.
world.
Yeah.
No, the Raw
Oh
ones.
yeah. I think the circular design is what bothers me the most, especially because they went back to the classic looking tag belts from like the 90s and the early 2000s for the SmackDown ones.
Yep.
And they're bigger. So like it almost outshines the Raw belts
Yeah.
in a way. And yeah, I don't know, just that circular design kind of like
That's like Porno said
do
something
without it.
similar where he was like everybody hates the penny one so bad that anytime they see that circular.
I
Yeah.
think it's just because it's so round, and then it just cuts to a skinny leather belt.
Yes.
It makes the whole belt feel smaller.
If it was round but bigger, like a bigger, you know what I mean, like bigger front plate with thicker strap kind of thing, because that's clearly like the
Like-
WWE Tag Champion belts look a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So like you could have had that same design, just a bigger design, and maybe they'll change it if they see
Wider
like a lot of
like the
yeah,
North
like
American Championship, it's strapped like it curves instead of just being round and then
yeah.
going around.
Yeah.
So
But I also the one slight I also is the fact that the world tag belts are red. Neither one of them should have any color. The Raw ones
yeah,
have
That way
I
they
know
can
they did
transition
that
easier.
with they did that in the mid 2000s with the World and WWE, like the WWE ones had the blue in it,
Yep.
but kept the WWE design. The World ones were kind of like the WCW design with the red in it for the like that. I would have been okay if the SmackDown ones had like a little bit of blue in it, but they don't. So I think that's what threw me off the most about them having red in theirs and not having blue in the other one. I don't.
I'll say because
Also,
the WWE just looks like the 2001 era,
Yeah, so
just
it's like
without
a
the blue.
it's a
an updated
combination
version.
of it's an updated version of the 90s tag belts / the early 2000s tag belts.
I just think the Raw. I'm just calling it the Raw ones for right now. The Raw ones would look better if that red was replaced with black.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
on
I'd
the
be okay with
off
that too.
chance that they ever switch brands, we don't have to worry about changing colors.
And we don't
Or
do
it
that
just be-
universal title shit where we change the strap from red to blue kind of thing. Like that was
Exactly.
yeah. I'd be okay with that, but I'm super happy they changed the design. Thank God they got rid of that fucking penny / nickel because it was copper and
So
now
that
it's
means
silver.
we will the wing eagle actually seems like a possibility. But
That
also
would be
thinking more about it,
great.
it seems less likely because they use that for branding when they give belts to other people.
Yeah, but
And
if you just
also,
have the title, like the WWE logo, big enough. Although, if you look at the tag titles, the I thought the WWE logo would have been bigger, and they're not.
No,
So
the tag
it
belts.
gives me hope that they can do that with.
But those are the tag belts. No one outside the company gets
Yeah, but the
issues with
Raw, the World Tag Belts have more of a like they kind of resemble the heavyweight title.
yeah.
Where it has the big WWE in it. The WWE logo in the WWE tag belts is not as big, which is funny. Um,
again, I feel like that goes into
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Branding wise, it makes sense that they did that. It's the same way, like even branding wise, AEW kind of changed their logo a little bit
yeah.
for their branding to make it so like if they want to give their title out the way WWE has. I will say that I don't love the gold background and wish they kind of just went back to the older black background.
Yeah.
It just had a better, cleaner look to it. I wanted to like the gold design. I liked that they unified the Universal and WWE title, but boy, I just
See, this
yeah.
is the thing with the WWE Championship. If they change it to the Wing Eagle design, what happens to the women's belt? I thought about that as I was watching SmackDown because they keep in line that the WWE Championship and the Women's Championship kind of look the same. Would
Yeah.
they then have to replace both belts?
They could.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
could.
I'd be okay with that too. Just do the
I-
again, if you're keeping the theme the same, then just put a white strap with the whatever design
I-
that you
I'm more
put
in line
for
with doing away with the whole men and women have the same belt.
I'm okay with that too.
yeah.
Um
'Cause this
I
would be a
don't
perfect thing, especially if
dislike
we
the
still
like
run into a
Bring back the
I don't
Divas title.
dislike the world
No.
title. Nah, definitely not that.
But
Their women's
always,
title was fine.
yeah.
Like
No,
the
I've always
original, like the
been a fan of
'90s,
the
early
Like the
2000s
gold,
women's
red,
title was,
and
yeah.
um, just like the original NXT women's title. I thought was perfectly fine, and then they changed it to
Because it got cummed
that
on.
weird, yeah, fucking
Sorry. Okay.
stupid asshole. Not you,
You mean her?
no,
her
for
asshole
them
wasn't
putting
in
that
that.
fucking whoever leaked
I
the
mean, she was
photo.
training. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, stop right there.
Yep, you should.
Gotta get that workout in.
But no, like I'm all for having more unique titles again, and not everything being uniformed. I understood why they did it, and I was okay with that. Like, hey, we don't
They're
want
trying
it
to
to
the
be
UFC. The
yes,
UFC kind of feel.
which
But
is
it's not the
all,
UFC. If you
yeah,
want to sell belts, make them different.
yeah,
Because if you buy, it feels like if you want people to buy these belts, it feels more like, hey, make them individual so you have a better
Want
chance
to
of
collect
someone
them
buying
all.
both
right,
instead of buying one. And it's like, whoa, it's the same belt 4 different times.
Just
I
a
don't want to
different
look
strap.
at that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a different strap or a different color attached to it. I don't want to buy the women when Raw and SmackDown both had the same belt. One was blue and one was red.
Yeah.
Would you really want to buy both belts if one looked the exact same?
Just
yeah.
get a different strap.
Like, man, that's my rant about.
I know, I get it.
It's a ranting kind of day.
It is. And then this is something I want to take credit for because I have spent the last 4 weeks begging for this to happen. We're
I
finally
prayed for this
getting
to happen,
Perc
and I got my
Cable.
way. Yes, yeah, heel turn Gable.
Y'all said I was crazy. You said it wouldn't happen because he's short. It's happening.
No, I don't think that's what we said.
Porto,
I don't
I
think
know for a
that's why
fact,
we
said last week that it wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
Uh,
Because I was
I
like,
think we
I
were
was like,
saying he wasn't going to turn,
Yeah.
but obviously he did, and
I was wrong.
I'm cool with seeing where they go with this, especially doing it with Sammy because Sammy's always such a good
Underdog. heel.
underdog, babyface, sells really well.
yeah,
Um,
God, fucking
that
suplex
kind of
him in
stuff.
front of his wife.
Yeah, that
While
was fun.
kissing his wife.
Yeah,
He was still
just
kissing his
fucking
wife.
grabbed them and German suplexed them and yeah, that was
And then the ankle lock from in between
like
the
on the turnbuckle through the that was a cool spot.
I'm for it though. And I think this needed to happen. I'm just curious. I keep seeing hints now where they're thinking about partnering him with the Creed brothers and doing like a
as
Team
a heel,
Alpha.
Yeah. Because there's no way you do that with Otis.
No,
I
you
mean,
just can't.
no.
And I hate that. I
Actually-
hate that for Otis, but
No, because they were heels. They were heels originally.
not
Alpha
great
Academy was a heel
heels.
group.
Not
They were
great heels.
comedic. No, they were
They were
comedic.
comedic heels.
But
For
see, if
him to
you're
be
gonna do
taken
this,
seriously,
yeah, you can't
there's
do a
no way that
comedy
works.
bit with this. It has to be he's ruthless. He's you're Kurt Angle. You're breaking ankles. And that's I think the
Call Otis
Creed
back.
brothers would
Take
be a
him out.
better choice because I think they could do a good heel bit with him. You could still maintain, like I said, the Team Alpha thing, where like a Team Angle. So I'm
I mean, you
excited.
could keep Otis if he'll just play the serious bit.
Yeah,
No,
I just
because
don't
you know
think
what
you
this
could.
you know what this becomes? It
Mm.
becomes a diamond mine from
Yeah.
NXT.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
basically what this is. Chad Gable is Roderick Strong in this scenario.
yeah.
You
Who was
take
the
Creed,
fourth for that?
Ivy now. It was
And the
Ivy.
Creed, but
The
there
Creed
was
and
another guy. Was there not, or am I crazy?
I
Was
think
it
it was
just
only
Roddy and Ivy and
or
the
it was
Creed?
just
I could have sworn there was another person.
But no, I'm excited to see the story play out with this. If he
Or-
kind of shuns away from Alpha Academy, or if, like you said, they just turn the whole group.
Well, yeah, because what's going to happen with Otis and Maxine now?
It was
Although, I mean,
weird.
they've been kind of having Maxine do her
Own thing, yeah, with her
thing.
Dead Brothers storyline.
Yeah.
All right, Roderick Strong, Tyler Rush, Hachi Man. Who the fuck is that? Malcolm Bivens, aka Stokely Hathaway.
Yes.
Damon Kemp
Oh, so they had a
and
decent amount of
Tatum
people.
Paxley. Yeah, fucking what? I feel like it
They had
just
more people than I remembered. Yeah, that's
Yeah. The fuck is Hachi? Hideki Suzuki? The fuck?
what? I have no idea what that is.
Bobby Stevenson? Yo, who
We're
the
not
fuck
real
were
fans,
these guys?
guess. We didn't know who this
Yeah,
person
no,
was.
this is hold up. This is NXT 2.0. Couldn't give a single fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Because
be dead ass.
they lost me for a while with the 2.0. So.
It was the bit with fuck, what's his name? Dexter Loomis fucking Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
Them playing that as a whole bit. Don't care.
Jesus.
Like that's where cool. This ain't for me, fam. I'm dipping.
Speaking of, Indy did commit to the heel bit. She's been kind of like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this, and did fully commit to it. So
Yeah.
cool with that. I'm intrigued to see how that goes because I don't think I've seen her as a heel yet.
She was a heel in NXT.
Was she? Because I feel like she's always
The way
been
was always a heel.
but
The
she
way was
was.
a heel. Yes, she was.
I mean, she was, but like she wasn't. You know what I mean? Like she
was the
wasn't like
naive child of the group.
yes.
So she wasn't doing like
The same way.
outside
The
heel
same way
things.
Theory was like kind of more of a goofball.
He was complete goofball.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they were both heels because they were aligned with the heel couple, but like they weren't heel. You know what I mean? Like
And Austin Theory was more of an outright heel than Indy was.
right.
Indy was
That's
just
what I mean.
healing in name.
Right. So I want to see how she does with actually being like an asshole. So that'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah.
We were at least he just seems to be popping up in every conversation today.
Joe Hendry?
No.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Poor and I were talking about earlier that Meltzer, I guess, just doesn't like Trick Williams.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. Like he praised him for having good charisma, but then like
He's carried
was like
every
yeah.
which
This could all boil down to if he gets better in the ring, he could be one of the best talents in the world.
And
what
that's
it
why
That's
well,
what it feels more like. It doesn't feel like a slight at him. It just feels like if he gets the in-ring work better, there is no limits for Trey Williams.
it did kind of come across as a bit of a slight because it's like, well, he has good charisma, but you know, he's not good. Like he flat out said he's not good in the ring. It's not that he's not good at like he's not I mean, obviously he's not like Ilya, you know,
Yeah.
Gunther. Like
he's always
not
the
at
B
that
character.
level.
He's not like
But he's
ROH
also only been wrestling for a couple of years. Like
Yeah.
he's only had a couple of years of training, and I mean, you know, with him and Mello, he flat out wasn't wrestling for his first bit of presentation. Like
Yeah.
he was the guy getting
The hype man.
taking the heat. Like yeah, he was the hype man, and he would take like the big hit so that Carmelo didn't take the big hit, kind of thing to like save his buddy. You know, Onyx, you're a prime example. You initially didn't like him.
Yeah.
And he started to grow on you. And his matches have gotten way better. And yeah, of course, putting him in a match with Ilya is always gonna. I did find it funny that he found a way to lump the Young Bucks into that conversation of like, oh, well, you make a tag team wrestle the Young Bucks and they make that team look great. And I'm like, oh,
Disagree, actually.
not always. Clashes of styles can happen and things don't go well. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But
The Usos match.
yeah, that was bad.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
no,
it did kind of seem like he was kind of shitting on him a little bit, which is funny to me because according to Meltzer, one of the things he grades matches on is crowd reaction, right? Or anytime he's defended certain things in AEW that people have been like, well, I just don't think it was good. And he goes, well, I mean, the crowd, it was over with the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, that's always his go-to
Yeah.
of like, yeah, it wasn't great in this aspect, but the crowd liked it. Well, you can say that about Trick. Like, yeah, is Trick putting on like, you know, 5-star classics right now? No, probably not. But he is insanely over with the crowd. And of course, you get those idiot tribalistic accounts, you know, that was like, oh, Trick Williams is better than Will Ospreay. No, he's not.
no.
No, he's not. Trick Williams is super over. I enjoy him a ton. You know, spot on with his charisma is fantastic. But I mean, you can't sit here and say, you know, the Bruv Driver 91 is not fucking better. Like, you know, that's crazy. That's our inside joke because while we were watching the Dynasty pay per view, we just found a way to throw Bruv into everything just to fuck with
Yeah.
Osprey.
The under brother.
And yeah, the last
Oh.
Bruv, the Tombstone Bruv
Bruv
driver.
But no, the way I explained it to Porto is like Trick always makes a good B wrestler for the match. I don't think he ever is he always the outstanding person? No. I don't think he has bad matches. I just don't think all of them are as intricate as other talent can be.
Yeah, like he's not going to be the proverbial like ring general guy who
And I'm not saying
leads the match kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
it's
but
important.
again, that still goes with what I'm saying. This just seems like if he gets better in the ring, there's no stopping Trick Williams.
No,
Like,
absolutely.
I think it was just the phrasing.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the phrasing
sounds
that he
like
was
the
saying
bait
he
is
was
big.
bad, but he also wasn't saying he was any good.
Well, because also within like minutes later after that, he was like shitting all over Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
So like that's why I think within the same breath of him, like it almost felt like he was finding things to shit on and used Trick Williams as an easy target of like, well, his in-ring work isn't to the level of like so and so, and it's like, well, yeah. He also hasn't been wrestling as long as so and so. Like, you know what I mean? Like he hasn't been wrestling as long as Ilya or
But does Dave not like spooky gimmicks in general?
yeah, apparently he hates spooky
Yeah, so
gimmicks.
it's
He
like, oh,
said
man,
what did he
Paxley.
say? He hated it with Alexa Bliss. Hated it with oh fuck, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
And
Like
hates it even more so and said Tatum Paxley is the worst of the worst when it comes to that. And I was like, well, that's it's
a
in like
good
one
person.
promo. So like it's kind of weird for you to be like she's the absolute shits compared to everything when she had one like her whole thing before this like kind of thing was more of a like
obsessive fan.
yeah, like stalkerish obsessive fan.
Mickey James.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mickey James, like fucking unhinged. You know, I'm here to support you, almost like borderline gay, like obsession
yeah.
thing. Yeah. And had one promo, and it was like, oh, she's the absolute drizzle shits, and it's like, well, what the fuck are we like, dude? She had one thing.
Yeah.
Why are we? And again, that's not his preference, and that's fine. But I just thought it was odd that like
just because Dave Meltzer doesn't like something, you shouldn't take it as a personal offense.
Well, and
That
that's
he
the other
hated it.
thing.
People
I
need to
mean,
fucking calm down. His word is not gospel. He's just a
and
guy that some people hold in high regard. If
well,
you
the
do,
kicker is
all means.
the people that he holds in high regard don't even necessarily hold him in high regard. I mean, I think we said, I don't know if we said this during or if we just said it during while we were watching the pay-per-view, but Osprey had that interview with uh
It
Was
was
it Chris Van
what's his
Fleet?
name?
he was
RJ,
doing
right?
yeah,
Was
he was
Yeah,
doing AEW, which is
yeah,
like their weekly show.
yeah. It's like AEW's version of the bump.
gotcha.
Um and it's with RJ City, right? That's his
Yes.
name? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they asked him about it and he gave tons of praise to
Meltzer.
Angle and was like, no, not even Meltzer. He gave tons of praise to Angle and was like, there are things I can do that Angle can't do, and there are absolutely things Angle can do that I can't do. And it is crazy to me that Angle doesn't have like any 5-star matches. And I think Omega had almost the same sentiment like
Yeah.
a month ago
What was like he said
because it
his
was
dream
a
match
hot
was like
topic of was Angle and that's why like I guess somebody had been like, hey, did you ever think about going back and like re-rating some of these matches? And he was like, well, it would get worse. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Even if you're comparing like modern wrestling times now to like, yeah, has some of the stuff stepped up? Sure, but like, are you telling me that like Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania couldn't have been a 5-star match? Even by today's standards,
yeah.
the crowd was insanely into it. They both put on. I mean, those are two of the best in-ring workers ever, right? If you're making a top 10 of best in-ring workers of all time kind of thing, both of those guys are on that list
Yeah.
somewhere.
Top 5
Whether
at least.
they're top 5, top 10 at least, you have your Bretts,
three.
your right. Yeah, that's the thing these days, the big three. But you have your Bretts, your Shawns, your Kurtz, your even now your Ospreys, your Danielsons, like Omega. You can what is that, 6? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's other people that can round out the final 4 of that in whatever order
Yeah.
for your particular style. You can throw Okada in there. You can you know what I mean? Like there's people in there that you can throw in there that, it's just kind of silly to me that we do take that as gospel over some dude that like
Good notion. Nothing.
rates matches.
Yeah. No, and it's more
When
just not gospel. I hate the abundance of just shitting on people sometimes for the sake of shitting on people. It seems
because
like.
he does have he unfortunately does have like a lot of pull in that regard of like how people do take his word at
Yeah.
value for things. So like for you to you're going to put a negative impact or a negative impression in people's minds about certain people because you don't like it. And unfortunately, a lot of sheep are just going to go, oh, well, I'm not watching him. Meltzer said he's a fucking drizzling shits. I'll never watch another one of his matches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
Yeah.
weird to me. They tell you all the time when you have that kind of power, there should be like a responsibility of like making sure that you're not saying he's purposely like abusing it, but like, and no, I'm not talking about the Spider-Man like great power,
Okay.
great responsibility thing. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like as I was saying it, I was like, I don't want that to come out that way to where you
Great
guys think
Tokyo Domes get great 5-star
I'm not
ratings.
Uncle Ben here, right? Like I'm not trying to fucking tell you that.
Okay, because I was about to say,
I watched your
Spider-Man
face and
movie?
I was like, I'm not trying to go in that direction. I'm just saying you do have a responsibility to be like, hey, like this, I just don't think me personally. If you like his shit, go like it. Like that, you know what I mean? It's all about wording.
Yeah.
But then I think to wrap this up, let's talk about I guess where this bloodline storyline's going.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I mean they've made this Solo more entertaining than he's been the last year
Since
and a half
NXT.
of Solo for me.
Yeah.
He's almost killed Kevin Owens.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude! Like coming out like John
We had
Moxley.
blood on TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us go. Now, I mean, to be fair, Kevin didn't blade himself in the camera view, so hooray.
We're learning.
Yeah. But
Self-aware.
no, I mean it's funny to me because Triple H alluded to it on night 2, like the presser after night 2, that like if you think Roman's story is done, like you're fooling yourself. Like he's gonna have bigger and like crazier things still to come, and like obviously they're already laying the foundation for that. I think we talked about it last week, but having Solo and Tamatanga like really just be just
Brutal.
vicious, and like it's a fun it's a obviously not fun for Kevin Owens in that moment,
Yeah.
but it was really good presentation. It was really good TV. Um, Heyman sells the shit out of it, being just absolutely shit scared
Yeah.
every second, like he's being held hostage.
Like
Fucking
Nick Aldis getting
I
pissed
I
off
do
at
like seeing
Heyman.
the
yeah,
dynamic though change, because you had where there was that him being the wise man for Roman, where there was a bit of a fear but a respect of like, hey, yeah, like this guy is somebody that I take seriously, and his opinions matter. Where Solo just doesn't give a shit. He's like,
right,
you're just here because I let you be here.
yeah,
And it's
He gives
I'm
somewhat good advice.
yeah, and and you see that in that promo where Heyman starts it off, but then Solo just snatches the mic. It's like, fuck
yeah.
this. Like I still don't know what MFT stands for.
No,
My fucking thumb.
My fucking thumb. Something to
Motherfucking
do with
thumb.
Tamatanga. I don't know.
motherfucking Tommy,
Um,
yeah.
um, internet
My
doesn't know
motherfucking
either.
Tonga.
My
Because
fucks and
I
truck.
searched the internet, and no one seems to know what it stands for. So maybe he'll elaborate. I do think it means my family tree. I just think he might have
Nah.
misspoke.
Maui fucking sucks. Maui's fucking trash. That's what it is.
He
My
threw it.
Maui's fucking trash.
My
Yeah,
mouse.
that's so funny.
Sorry, fuck Dwayne.
But
We
no,
snuck in one more
I know,
shot at
yeah.
Dwayne.
Uh, but no,
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm glad to see them still continue the bloodline, but make it interesting, and like, hey, what's gonna happen next with it after they took out Jimmy.
Yeah.
I do like they
Take out
kind of
Jimmy.
nod to Jay about it, and he kind of seems remorseful, like, hey, I tried to get him out. It is what it
Yeah, as
is.
much as I have enjoyed Jay having a singles run, obviously they're gonna pair them back up, which so long as they never wrestle again, if that's the solution to having them never wrestle again, I'm all for it. I'm glad they got their match. They always wanted to wrestle each other at Mania. I'm glad they got it. Never do it again.
Yeah,
Nah. 5 years from now, do it again. Run it
run
back.
it
No,
back.
no.
Bloodline 2.0.
WrestleMania 45.
I'd rather
Run
have
it back.
65-year-old Dustin wrestle Cody than have fucking the Usos wrestle each other
Like
again.
the American Nightmares.
Yeah.
The match would be an American
Wrestle for the
Nightmare.
title of American Nightmare, not even the WWE title, just the title
The
of the
Nightmare
American
title.
Nightmare. Yeah. I
It's
did
just
see somebody. Did you see somebody made like a custom American Nightmare title?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll
They've been
find.
doing that. They've been doing that forever.
No, they did it in like winged eagle style. It was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool looking. I'll
No,
find
I
it
know
for
what
you
you're
and I'll
talking
share
about.
it. Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I've
I've
seen
seen
it.
it too. Yeah, I saw it on TikTok where somebody showed it.
I saw it on Twitter after you won the belt.
Um,
Yeah, it was
He looked
really
good.
cool. I just saw it the other day and I was like, oh, that's so cool. It was like a white strap with a yeah, there it is. Cody Rhodes custom eagle belt. Yeah,
It's
that
like a
thing it was
49
cool
cent
looking.
movie.
They just replaced the WWE logo with his logo, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool. So they could wrestle for that title. That'd be cool.
well,
If Matt Cardona can make an internet title with his logo on it, then they
Jesus.
could do that thing. When we're wrestling for FTW titles that weren't even technically official in ECW. So like,
Well, we'll end it with a little roundtables. Any of you guys have any bits of anything else to talk about or share or rant? Quick little rant you want to go on?
no,
Nah, I got nothing.
Got it all out of your
I got all
systems. Good.
for right now.
I feel calmer now.
Well, as always, it's been a pleasure. We will catch you guys on the other side of the ring. Good night.
Yeah.